Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is your teacher Umara Shaheen. I hope and pray that all of you are fine. I am happy that you are uh, presenting beautiful assignments and you're taking your work very seriously. Okay, beta, before delay, let's start our today's topic, which is structure of human eye. And in this topic, first we will learn about the front eye view, and then we will see horizontal eye view. These are our learning outcomes which I have taken from your Cambridge syllabus, and then we will see the function of different parts of eye structure. Okay beta, this is the front eye view. Here you can see that the visible parts of the colored part of your eye, which is brown in this case. This is iris. Some people have black color iris, some have brown colored iris, some have blue colored iris. So this is basically the colored part of your eye. Then then in the center of the colored part of your eye, there's a black part which is called pupil. Actually, the pupil is transparent, and through the pupil we can see a dark layer of your eye, that is choroid, and we will be learning about choroid in our next slide. Then there is a white tough protective layer which is called sclera. Then on the sclera there is a very delicate layer which is conjunctiva. It is actually preventing your eye from desiccation and drying out. It is there to protect the eye. Then eyebrows are also visible. I'm sure most of you think that the function of eyebrows is to provide beauty only. No, today you will also learn that the function of eyebrow is to prevent the damage which is caused to your eyes from dust and dirt particle. Basically they prevent you from the dust and dirt particles, eyebrows. Then there are also tears as well, and tears the function is to kill the germs. Okay, they are mild antiseptic, they prevent eye infection. Okay, this is about front eye view. So you have to identify different parts and learn the function of each part. Then beta, this is the diagram of horizontal eye view. So I'm sure the diagram is clear, and no need to worry if there are so many parts visible. We will learn this topic in two parts. Okay, today we will learn half of the structures, and in next lesson we will learn the other structures. And this is, the picture looks complicated, otherwise this is really easy concept and interesting as well. So starting with the layer of the eyes, see, here I have written the word one. This is the outermost eye layer which we have seen in this diagram as well. Sclera, white protective layer. As you can see, it is the outermost layer, and in most of the cases the function of outermost layer is to provide protection. So sclera is the tough outer coat which protect the eye from the damage. Okay bete, now the second layer, there are three layers of eye. The second layer of eye is called choroid. It is a darkly colored layer which reduces reflections inside the eye and contains blood vessels which help to nourish cells of retina. Okay, now what is retina? See over here, this is the third eye layer. So up till now we have learned that there are three eye layers. Outermost is sclera, which is there to protect your eyes. Second is choroid, which is rich in blood vessel to nourish the eye. And the third is retina. Okay, retina is the layer on which the actual image is formed. It is the layer on which the actual image is formed. So it contains rod cells and cone cells. I'm sure you're familiar with the rod and cone cells. The cone cells are the cells which is responsible for producing colored images, while the rod cells, rod cells, they are sensitive to light. The rod and cone cells, these are present in this layer retina. Okay beta, here you can see there's a point called fovea. Okay, it is the point in which there is the highest density of cone cells, and thus if the light rays fall over here, so sharpest image will be formed and a clear image will be formed. So the word fovea, this is also known as yellow spot. Okay, fovea or yellow spot, this is the place where there are maximum cone cells so that a sharp image is formed. Then we have a part over here which is called a blind spot. ठीक है. There's another diagram over here. See, why this is called blind spot? Because there are no rod and cone cells over here. ठीक है. This is the point at which optic nerves are present. These are the nerves, optic nerves over here. These are the nerves which are actually linked to the specific part of the brain called visual center. ठीक है. Basically, when you are seeing an image, so your eyes record the image. You can say it that when you are looking at the image, when you are looking at the object, so the image will be formed on the retina and nerve impulse will move towards your brain and your brain will interpret the image. ठीक है. That is why optic nerves are here. So the blind spot is the location at which there are optic nerves present, and as there are optic nerves present, so there are no rod and cone cells over here. That is why it is called blind spot. So if the light falls over here, so no image will be formed. So up till now we have seen that there are 3 layers of eye: sclera, retina and choroid. And then we saw there's a location in which maximum rod and cone cells are present, and then there's a location in which there is no rod cells present. Okay bete, moving on to the next component which is visible from here, that is the bulged out portion of the eye over here. This is called cornea. What is it called? It is called cornea. Cornea is a transparent layer which is responsible for the refraction of light rays from the image. Okay beta, I'm sure you're familiar with the concept that image is formed on the retina once the light rays enters in your eye. ठीक है. The light rays which are coming from the object, basically how you see the object, then when you look at the object, the light rays come from the object and it enters your eye and image is formed on retina. So before the image falls on retina, the first light rays has to travel through cornea and it is responsible for the refraction of light. What is refraction? Refraction means bending. So it bends the light over here. ठीक है. Here we have cornea. See, when the light rays enter, cornea bends it so that light rays can pass through the lens and image can fall on this layer of eye which is retina. And then there is another structure visible. The name of the structure is pupil. See over here, this is pupil and the colored part of your eye is iris. See, what is the function of iris? Iris is the colored part of your eye which can expand and contract to control the amount of light that enters your eye. So basically iris and pupil together, this is the iris, ठीक है, and this is the pupil. From this diagram it is also clear, iris and pupil, both these structures, they help to control the light intensity which is entering your eye. ठीक है. So these are 2 structures which are there to control the light intensity. Then we have another structure. See over here, ciliary muscles. The name of the structure is ciliary muscles. And then we have another structure called suspensory ligaments. What is it called? Suspensory ligaments, ciliary muscles, and from this diagram it is also visible. ठीक है. This reddish part over here is ciliary muscles. Then we have suspensory ligament and then we have lens. Together they control the light focus on the retina. ठीक है. तो बेटे, this is all from today's lecture. In today's topic we observed different structures from front eye view and then we observed a few structures from your horizontal eye view. This is enough for today. Bete, go through the video, learn the identification of different parts, and inshallah in the next part of this topic we will complete this topic. Okay bete, Allah Hafiz.